Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm new, you're new. Let's get familiar. Y'all, please bear with me. I'm working on being more consistent. I'm just not interested in just throwing out anything or speaking on anything. I want to really bring good content. So please just bear with me, grow with me, allow me to perfect my craft and get better, become better and do better. Without further ado, with that being said, based on the title of this video, you guys already know what the topic is going to be about. So let's just get straight into this video. If y'all see me looking down, because I'm looking at my notes, I wrote some things down to help me. So yes, without further ado, let's just get straight into it. The first thing I want to mention, and I can't stress this enough, y'all. I know this probably may sound cliche, and I know it's more easier said than done, but trust me, the reward in the end is so much more worth it. The first thing is knowing your worth and your values. If you do not love yourself, appreciate yourself, if you don't build that confidence within yourself, nobody else will accommodate you for that. It is not up to anyone else but you to find true happiness within yourself. Anybody that comes into your life, they can add to it, but to be the sole reason for it, no. You have to find reasons to want to be happy, like looking forward to achieving your goals, living your life, You can't just think that a person is going to bring that to you. You have to find that within yourself. Like I said, your happiness is solely up to you. You control the narrative of your life. Nobody else. You. The second thing would be control. I feel like a lot of girls get into relationships or people in general get into a lot of relationships, and certain people that they date tend to have like this possessive type of control, and I just don't think that should be allowed. Like, don't ever let a person control what you feel is best for you. Anything that you do in life has to be solely because you want to do it, not because you see somebody else do it or somebody is trying to pressure you into doing it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. If a person feels like in a relationship that they have to have all the control, then you need to just walk away, because you shouldn't be in a relationship with a person who feels like you basically can't think for yourself or you can't do for yourself. They have to do it all. So if you find somebody that is controlling, walk away. Always stay independent too. Like, I can't stress that enough either. Stay independent, because this is not just in our generation. It has happened in generations before ours. Like, relationships don't always end due to something negative or bad. Some people, after spending so much time together, or enough time that they feel is long enough, some people grow apart. You get what I'm saying? And it has nothing to do with necessarily the relationship. It could just be them as individuals. Like, maybe they want to take a different path that you might not be ready for, or you might want to, you might be on a different path that they're not ready for, and that's okay. You get what I'm saying? Like, not everybody is meant to in the race with you at all. Like, not everybody is meant to go with you and be around for all your accomplishments. So if you and your partner happen to grow apart, it's fine. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. That happens. Like, sometimes people just aren't the same person that they were 10 years ago, or maybe even a year ago or a month ago. Change is good. It's not always necessarily a bad thing if it's done correctly. You being able to stay independent, it's also keeping you with your own identity, your own individuality. Like, you don't have to, a lot of times when people get into relationships, people are so used to seeing them together that they forget that separately they're their own person. Not to say that you can't be in a relationship where y'all are close, but it's good to branch out and, do your own thing and, make a name for yourself, opposed to just your relationship. Like, people only know you because of your relationship. Like, okay, well, you could be, a good singer. You could be a good artist. How would they know that? If every time they see your work or they see something that y'all do, they always connect it together. Keep your own identity. Stay independent. Don't get lost in the sauce. Stay independent. Stay an individual. There's nothing wrong with having your own identity in your relationship and keeping it. There's nothing wrong with that. Social media. These people, these little social influencers, these celebrities, they are going to ruin your life, because the lifestyles that they live, or it's not realistic. Their relationship goals are not realistic. Stop trying to, base your relationship or, how you move in life according to society or what the trend is. Things come and go. But what doesn't come and go is you. When everybody else is gone, it's just you. And if you can't be able to identify with your own self, then you don't need to be trying to get advice and try to claim a personality of someone else. Stay true to yourself. Stop worrying about these people on social media, because trust me, they are no different from us. Stay you. Do what you need to do. Focus on yourself. Move according to how you picture your life, not how somebody else pictures their life. Because trust me, you are not going to get the same results. You're not. What works for them may not work for you. Appreciate being different. Stop trying to be the same. Do not get caught up in the social media. Don't get caught up in it. Just do you. This next tip would be to set boundaries. Limit what you tell people. I'm not saying that you can't trust your friends or your family with certain things. I'm just saying with everything. Like, some things you just need to keep to yourself. You get what I'm saying? Because you never know the agenda of a person. Like, you never know what they could really be wanting to know or be so interested in your life about. Like, some people are there to help. Some people are just there to gain, to make a name for themselves, even if that means putting you in the fire or you being collateral damage. Limit and set boundaries on your life. Again, you control your narrative and only you. So be careful and be mindful. If you want to live a private life or a confidential life, you can. Trust me, it's not that hard. Like, there's a lot of people that do it. If you want to live a private life, work towards that. And you can start by limiting what you share, like, or what you do. Like, stop trying to make everything public, because the public doesn't need, you don't need approval from them. Live your life. There's nothing wrong with living in peace and out of the spotlight. There's nothing wrong with that. Another one. Y'all, I had to look away for a minute, because his friends or her friends are not your friends. They're not. And hear me out. People love negativity. You have people that live off of negativity. Sometimes friends may not necessarily like who you date. And it doesn't have to do, family too. And it doesn't have anything to do with that person. It could just due to some underlying issue that they have with you that you probably aren't unaware of. Or let's say it is about the both of y'all. Some people want y'all to not last because they want a shot. They feel like they are worthy of your time and not the person that you're with, you know? So they're not interested in giving, you know, the person you date a chance, or really, you know, because they just don't feel like they're obligated to. And that's okay, because again, I'm not here for you. I'm here for the person that I'm in a relationship with. So it doesn't matter to me if you are here or not. You get what I'm saying? Like, I would hope that you're a good friend, you know, and that, you know, the relationship doesn't stop y'all friendship. But at the same time, your friendship and our relationship are two different things. The way I'm there for them, you're not there for them. The way you're there for them, I may not be there for them. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's separate situations. Generally, we all do love you and care about you. At least that's what I hope. That's the only thing that we got in common, is your safety, making sure you're good and that you are loved and supported. Simple. Friends sometimes they be plotting, like they'll wait for y'all to break up just so they can have a shot. Or let me give you an example. Like, I remember in a lot of my relationships, like, and let me stop saying a lot because I only had two. Let me not say a lot. I only had two relationships. My last one, really, it was too many opinions. And I've been noticed, but a lot of people didn't want me and my ex together because of their jealousy, mainly towards me. Like, when it came to my ex, I feel like a lot of people, like a lot of the girls, just wanted to be in her presence because she looked good. You get what I'm saying? Like, they wasn't really there, or to spite me. Like, they wasn't really there, you know, because they wanted to genuinely get to know her. Like, they was trying to make it a competition thing, you know, especially when girls don't like you. It's like, to them, it's like, well, I'm cuter than her, or I look, you know, I am better. I'm just better than her. Why are you with her? You know? So they like to play the field, you know, waiting on the sidelines just to pounce whenever they get the chance. Whenever they see they shot, they just want to pounce. You know, you get some friends who lie. You know, you get some people who, like, they really just don't want to see y'all together, so they just make up anything. And then I've had incidents where the friends would snitch, like tell, like, oh, so-and-so was doing this and doing that. Not to mention, come to find out, it wasn't happening when I was around. It was happening before me. But because it was relatively still new, you get what I'm saying? They felt like, they thought that I was weak. So they thought I was easily manipulated. Like, no, baby, I'm not stupid. I always put two and two together. Like, I'm not dumb. I'm never second choice. And I don't play that. Like, you're not gonna keep me as an option. Like, it's either when I'm with somebody and we're getting to know each other, your focus has to solely be on what we're trying to build. You can't talk to me and like 50 other people. That's not gonna work. Because eventually you will get caught up. And me, I've never been the type of person to talk to multiple people, because at the end of the day, one person might be the better candidate, you know? So I don't want to hurt the other person, you know, and, you know, basically just waste their time when I already know who I want. Like, I'm not going to do that. If it don't work between the person that I'm talking to, it's okay. It's more people in this world. Like, they're not the only people you're going to talk to. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, you shouldn't want to put, like, you shouldn't, I feel like that's playing people against each other. Like, you shouldn't, no. Like, it's too many people in the world for you to feel like you have to entertain multiple people at one time. Like, it's too many. It's too many. Cheating, let's just make this clear. If they did it once, they will do it again. To the people who claim that they only been cheated on once or however many times and the person finally stopped, stop. Like, if you want to keep dealing with that in your life, if you want that in your life, that's fine. But for me, cheating is not a mistake, and it definitely is a conscious decision that a person makes. Because there should never be anything that deep that we go through to where you feel like you got to step out. If I'm not emotionally there for you, mentally and physically, then go. Like, if you feel like you tried everything and nothing was working, like, for some reason there was still a disconnect, go. Like, don't keep me strung along, because I'm not going to do that to you. Like, just move on. You don't have to step out on me to prove a point. Like, just move on. At the end of the day, we are grown. If you have any issues, we can talk about it. It's just that simple. You don't need to be out here, you know, hopping from bed to bed or, you know, making the situation worse. So for me, cheaters, I don't play that. First of all, that type of betrayal, you can never come back from with me. Even if it's just emotionally and mentally. Especially if it's physically. But even if it's emotionally, like I said before, and mentally, you can't come back. Because I'm really trying to figure out why the disconnection is that deep that you're not even putting in effort to make it, you know, to make it work. To get me to see why you feel the way you feel. You just want to do what you want to do. And make a decision that not only affects me, but it affects you in the long run. Because if I'm somebody that you really want to be with, you just ruin that. Cheating, you just ruin that. So, whoever you was just with, hopefully you can go and stay with them. And yeah, like, y'all, I watch too much crime shows. I watch too much A&E, Snapped, For My Man, what is it? The First 48. All these little crime shows is Lifetime movies. Like, I watch too many. And I'm just not willing to put my freedom or my health or my life on the line because somebody else wants to be stupid. Like, I'm not doing that. It's not that word. It's not enough love in this world for me to risk my life or my freedom or my peace, sanity, and happiness over. It's not. I'm not even about to play that with you. You want to be out here entertaining other people, then you keep that. But you're not going to do that with me. You're not going to do that with me. There's too many guys and women out here who be losing their lives because, you know, a person is so jealous or so scorned that they want to be setting them up. And a lot of the times, the people, the person that they set up ain't even really do nothing wrong, but probably just want to break up with them because they're just not happy. But because that person can't seem to move on and let it go, and because they can't have that person, they want to just completely erase that person from the face of the earth. I do not got time for that. I don't. And I will never have time for that. So if you want to be out here cheating, doing what you're doing, baby, you can have it. They can have you. Another thing I wanted to touch topic, basis with is forgiveness. I feel like a lot of people use forgiveness as a justification or a reason to stay in an unhealthy situation. Like, no, forgiveness is for you. It's for your peace. It's for your sanity. You get what I'm saying? Like, just because you forgive somebody, that doesn't mean you have to be with them. You know, I see a lot of people try to, you know, quote the Bible and whatnot, but forgiveness doesn't mean stay. Forgiveness is more like a, listen, we both made our fair share of mistakes, or I've tried and it was one-sided, like whatever happened, y'all just couldn't work. You get what I'm saying? And forgiveness is so you won't be bitter, so you won't really necessarily be too hurt, because sometimes you're only in control of your life. You can't control what the narrative of somebody else's life. You are only in control of yours. So you have to make sure that whatever you do is a reflection of what you stand for. You get what I'm saying? So, for example, if somebody cheated on you and you made that clear, like, and this is the thing too, I feel like a lot of people, when they start dating somebody, they just be so stuck on the you know, physical attraction phase that they don't really use their mental. Like, if you get to know, when you get to know somebody, you need to make it clear from jump what your boundaries are and what you expect and what you don't expect, what you will tolerate and what you won't tolerate. And if they know this and they still disregard how you feel and just do what they please, then you need to move on. Move on. Because clearly they're not thinking about you. They just want to do what they want to do, and they just expect for you to be there. And that's how a lot of people take forgiveness. Like, oh, I could go out and do this, or oh, I could, you know, piss him off or piss her off because she's just gonna forgive and take me back. Forgiveness does not mean take back. That's not what that means. If you choose to take somebody back, that's because you're making that conscious decision, not because forgiveness told you to do that. Especially like people in marriages and stuff, like there's a lot of people I know in marriages who have been infidelity played a part and they're still with this person. And then it's like they want to try to give me advice, and you know, it's always a problem because I'm like, ma'am, sir, in the Bible it says that cheating is a sin and is infidelity. If you are cheated on, you have every right to divorce. Every right. Because that person betrayed you. They betrayed the union. They betrayed that commitment that they made before you, their family, and the Creator. And the vow, like people even be switching up the vows when it says for in sickness and in health. Sickness is not cheating. It's not. It's not. Sickness is like, okay, you got cancer or something, or diabetes, or dementia, or Alzheimer's, like stuff like that. Not cheating or a habitual liar. Like, no, that's not what that means. That's not what that means. And a lot of people want to, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, people try to just take a word and switch it to their own definition, you know, just to justify their wrongdoings and to try to make it okay. Like, no, don't do that. Do not bring the Creator and the scriptures into a situation if you're not going to use it right. Like, don't do that. And I'm not even that religious or that spiritual, but I do believe in, you know what I'm saying, the Creator. But I didn't even know that some of these people out here who be trying to throw the, like, girl, that's not what that, it didn't say that. It did not say that. Don't even play like that. Don't do that. If you want to be dumb and ignorant, just say that. Just say that. You don't got to use the Bible and other, you know, things to try. No, Just say, listen, I know what I'm going through is not right, but I'm okay with it. I like it. Like, I want to be done. Okay, girl, go ahead. Okay, sir, go ahead. Like, it's not that hard. When people show you who they are, please believe them. Please believe them. Maya Angelou ain't say nothing wrong when she said that. When people show you who they are, believe them. Believe them. If they show you who they are and you still decide to stay, baby, you are setting yourself up. If who they are is just pure evil and bad and you feel like, because you can't change anybody. A person that wants to do right by you is going to do that no matter what you do. If they just want to do right by you, they're going to do that. They're going to do that. There's so many good women, so many good men out here who have dealt with the worst of the worst. So at the end of the day, no matter how you look, how you carry yourself, if you don't love yourself and respect yourself and start living by your standards and your worth, it's just going to be downhill. Because you can't tell a person that you have the utmost respect for yourself, but yet you're allowing them to talk to you disrespectfully. Attempt to try to put physically harm you. Like, no. If I tell you I don't tolerate abuse, abuse, not mentally, not physically, not emotionally, that's what I won't tolerate. And if at any point in time in this relationship you try to play with me, you're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. Simple. And that's just what it is. I want to say that not by any means am I trying to degrade or be evil, concerning other people's relationships. But if what I'm saying has struck a chord, that is a problem you got to take up within yourself, baby, because that just lets you know that you might want to make some changes. And they don't have anything to do with me. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger. That's it. That's all. Let me make sure, y'all. Another thing, y'all. Do not get with please stay away from people who want to always be the victim. Like, do not get with a person who always wants you to take not only accountability and responsibility for your wrongdoing, but theirs as well. Like, they want you to take everything. Please stop doing that. Stop doing that. Because in a relationship, it is two people, not one, two. And if one of you are the problem, then separate. Move on. If both of y'all are the problem, same thing. Take accountability and figure out if y'all gonna work it out or move on. But let's stop trying to just put the blame and the responsibility on one person, because it takes two to tango. It does. It takes two to tango. If you want to be out here being miserable, if you want to live the life of a single person, do that. But I don't want no parts. I don't want any parts. I'm not interested in that. I'm not. And the fact that I made it clear to you in the beginning that that's what I want, you get what I'm saying? That, I'm not interested in that. And you still decide to do what you want, you don't have to worry about me anymore. Like, don't worry about me. Just do you, and we good. Also, how can I say this? You have a lot of exes, right? From the past that you might have given a chance or two to come back into your life because they swear up and down that they've changed, and you probably feel like they've changed. But that's toxic. That is toxic. You understand me? Toxic. If that person has done things, like, how can I say this? A lot of my exes, and y'all, let me stop saying that because I only had 2 relationships. But I guess I guess people I dated, I've never went back to. People that I used to talk to, never went back to. When it comes to my 2 relationships that I've ever had, I don't want to say that. Well, the first one didn't end on bad terms. It definitely, I wasn't cheated on. They wasn't cheated on. You get what I'm saying? It was just more so of us growing apart. So if that person happened to come back into my life, as long as it wasn't no malicious intent, like, you know, and let me not say that either, because even if y'all didn't end on bad terms, a person can just see you doing good and they think that they are owed part of your success, and it's like, no. Some exes do come back with a motive, so just be careful. Like, just be careful, y'all. Do not be getting back with your ex, especially if they done disrespected you in the utmost way. Like, they done verbally, physically, emotionally. Like, just stay away. Stay away. Stop letting these people feel like they have that much access and control to you. Like, stop. Let it go. Do you. That's it. Bye, y'all. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you guys liked it. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah.